It's Mom and Pop Video Shop.
Welcome back, or for the first time, to the Mom and Pop Video Shop. I am your clerk, Joel. I love that I'm doing the...
Well, and I'm your clerk, Tyson.
Yeah, these name tags were not cheap to get made. They were like $4 each or something, so... Yeah. We are here because... Why, Tyson?
It's Friday night. Your girlfriend and your dominoes are both cooling down in the 1990 Ford Probe.
By the way, notice how I've reverted to us doing that rather than the weekly movie recommendation, because for some strange reason, it's easier to...
Yeah. I feel like Ford stock is probably going up. And
I think so. By the second.
Watch. You heard it here. They're going to bring back the Ford, but they'll probably make it electric or something stupid.
Yes, probably. But that being said, I want to make sure I'm clear on something. I know I recently, assuming these are coming out in the order we recorded them, covered Eraserhead. Mm-hmm. And before you think, oh, this guy, Mr. Highbrow, Mr. Elevated, blah, 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 which I'm not. I want to point out...
Mr. Guy that would be the prime suspect in a Scream movie.
Probably. Leprechaun. I have a... wait, no, I probably helped yeah. I want to be gold! The Great Warwick Davis. The Mark Jones classic. Jennifer Aniston's first movie, I think.
We've already covered Leprechaun, though.
We have. I love Leprechaun. So keep that in mind with what's about to happen. And if you clicked on this video, you already know what we're covering.
But I don't.
You don't. He doesn't. See, that's
is this a Tiny Terror?
It is a Tiny Terror. It is from director Mark Jones, who gave us Leprechaun. That should really give it away, because I feel like he's only known for one other one that I can think of.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Brain fart. Give me something else. So I didn't make the director connection either.
Yeah, it's based on a fairy tale.
Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah.
Rumpelstiltskin. From Mark Jones, director of a movie that, I get it, for most people it's not, but classic, Leprechaun.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a deep cut.
Yeah, and it's cool because this is actually the TerrorVision, like, special edition.
Can I hold this?
Yes, absolutely.
Kick ass.
My mom doesn't know this, but she bought this for me for Christmas because she got me I had a TerrorVision gift card. So this is basically this actually has essays about the movie.
Really?
Yes. Now, for me, that cover's cool. Like, I love the art that they did on that.
Yeah.
But the poster, like the one I remember from the movie Warehouse Video Store, is that one.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one I remember. I'm sure everyone else remembers that.
I was scared of it, I remember.
So, here's what's funny. I don't think I ever saw this. I remember it very well. And it's feasible I did rent it at least once. I remember nothing about it, though. So I always go with, if I remember nothing about it, then I didn't see it.
100% me too.
Okay. So you've never seen it? That you know of?
No.
Okay.
I feel like, I don't know why I wouldn't have rented it, other than this. I remember this scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting, you know the name Kevin Yeager, effects artist?
Yeah, of course.
He is credited, if memory serves, let me make sure I'm not speaking out of turn. Yep, Kevin Yeager, special effects. So Kevin Yeager, who, if memory serves, isn't he the guy that did, he's married to, what's her name from Child's Play, right? Isn't he the one that's married to the lady from Child's Play in Seventh Heaven or whatever? You know what I'm talking about, Catherine.
Yeah.
Why am I brain farting? God, today is just one of them days, folks. Isn't Kevin Yeager the one that did Chucky?
Yeah.
He did Chucky, and he did Freddy, he did designs of Freddy and all that stuff. So, point I'm trying to make. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. I can't remember her name. Oh, hate that. It's like Catherine something or other.
I gotcha.
Okay, all right. So, Rumpelstiltskin, I had never seen before as far as all things are considered. And we've established I love Leprechaun. I bought this special edition, which I'm very happy I did because I love all the extras and everything that's on it. All of that being said, this is not a great movie. And I don't mean that in the way I mean it, like, yes, I can acknowledge Leprechaun's also not a great movie, but I love Leprechaun. Now, could be, saw Leprechaun in high school, so there's C&D, absolutely. This is actually an interesting, but I would have thought this, is it Catherine?
I'm still waiting.
Okay.
Mom and Pop stuck us out here in the boonies in this particular
Yeah, so the Wi-Fi is not being our friend.
So I'm still trying to load here.
I have not watched the...
Catherine Hicks.
Catherine Hicks. What did I say?
I don't know. Hester.
Did I say Catherine?
You did say Catherine. You got it right, I think.
Okay. Well, all right.
But you said it with a Catherine with a K.
Is it Catherine or Christine? I don't know what I said. Who cares? Anyway,
That's my joke.
I'm very glad I bought this. This is a really cool, like, if you're just a movie fan that likes all the extras and lots of cool stuff, and TerrorVision's always great for that. I feel like this is definitely a movie, though, that if you didn't grow up with it, you're going to have a rough time.
So this isn't even like a retro C&D.
No, and that's what I figured it would be, man. Like, I went into it going...
Like it's right up your...
Oh,
bizarre ass
100%.
alley.
First off, the best thing. The reason why I'm going to give this 2 tapes... Yeah, bro. And not 1 is because the makeup is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, it looks great. Like, it is truly great makeup effects. Kevin Yeager showed up. But dude, everything else about it, it's not great. It's like, so I watched it with my kids, thinking they would love, because they love Leprechaun. They loved it. And they loved it for what it is. But all of us were like, dang, it was just, I don't know how to put it. It's just like, it's very uneven. Whereas like Leprechaun has like this sort of like continuity of like what's happening. It's all kind of in one night. All the characters, while goofy, are kind of endearing. There's one character in particular in this. It's like the guy who's like he's sort of like a Morton Downey Jr. like super like sexist guy running, like Jerry Springer meets Morton Downey Jr. But like whereas Jerry Springer in real life was actually like a decent guy. Imagine if he was just this like or Andrew and mixed with Andrew Dice Clay. This is like the mid-90s, like 95 this came out.
I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah. So he's like, there's a point where he's on like a TV doing his show with like all these girls in bikinis, and he's just like, it's not like, oh, I'm offended for them. It's like, no. But it's just like, he's so obnoxious. He ends up coming into the movie at some point to be kind of like a hero character, which would have been interesting, right? To have him go from being this jerk to like an art. But it's like, he's so unlikable. He's such a douchebag, and he never quite loses the douchebaggery. They never humanize him enough.
And is there any comeuppance?
No.
Yeah.
Not really. And then on top of that, now, I can't remember her name, but the actor, you ever watch Moonlighting? Are you familiar with it? She was the secretary who would like speak in rhyme on Moonlighting. Her name is... She's in it. She's like the best friend in this. But it's just like the deaths that happen, they're kind of, a lot of them either were like on a borderline off screen, or they happen so quick and uneven that it just didn't work for me, man. I was so sad. I was like, I don't even know if I want to review it, because I don't typically like, I mean, look, we choose what we're reviewing on here, and we generally want to be like recommending a movie for you. Now, so you're like, okay, dude, well, that's great. I came into your freaking shop to find out a movie that... Everything's cooling down in the Ford Probe, bro. I would say that if you're somebody who likes Tiny Terror, weird 90s era movies like I do, don't rent Rumpelstiltskin, rent Leprechaun, which is over there somewhere. That's basically what I would tell you.
It's visually a cool monster, though.
I would say the main reason to watch it is because, A, if you're a Leprechaun fan like I am, you're a Mark Jones completist. Yeah. You want to see all of his Tiny Terror movies.
I think there's a lot of those too, though, especially with Tiny Terrors.
Yeah, there was several that came out.
Well, the baddies look awesome, but the movies were kind of shit.
That did happen. Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know, and I need to watch. I'm sure there's like a commentary and stuff on here, and I'm looking forward to watching that to get like some insight, because again, I know Leprechaun. I think Leprechaun obviously did fairly well. They did a bunch of sequels, straight to video, but they did a bunch of sequels. Whereas this thing, I don't think had any sequels at all. So that should kind of tell you how many Leprechaun sequels do we get? I don't even know. And the other thing is that the guy who plays the Rumpelstiltskin character is fine, but his voice, it's like Warwick Davis's voice for Leprechaun is perfect. Because number one, Warwick Davis, I think, is originally from the UK, right? Yeah. So, I want to be gold! And just the way he sounds is so perfect for the character.
And because most people in Ireland fully support the idea that they're from the UK.
Well, and I can speak as somebody who is part Irish. I don't remember. Oh, here he is. So Max Grodenchik. He's good in his portrayal of the character. Like, he's this... But his voice doesn't, in my mind, like, you think it would be like, maybe like, kind of graspy or like, but it just sounds like me. Like, I'm just talking right now. Like, it's just a voice. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't, and okay, and then there is a line where, and I think they actually, TerraVision put out a t-shirt that was like, it's like, fucketh me. Like, there's a part where he's in a truck, he's gotta go, and he goes, fucketh me, which on paper should be hilarious, but you think it'd be like the end, like and it's kind of weirdly like halfway through, And it's just it's like done very kind of like cast, like it's got the potential to be a great last line. And had the whole movie, he'd been talking like, because he's supposed to be from like the 1200s or whatever. Exactly. And I liked all that stuff actually. But it was like it's like he was weirdly aware of everything that's kind of like,
you know what? And what sucks is if you think about the Rumpelstiltskin fairy tale.
Yes.
Like you could. This was a missed opportunity because you could have made this scary as shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, you could.
And visually, I don't think I ever saw it because I think this.
Yes, he was legit scary.
I think it scared me.
Yes, he was legit scary. As far as his visual, as a kid, that would have be traumatizing. I just think, dude, I'm just disappointed because I really wanted to like love it.
Yeah.
And I'm somebody who went and watched My Demon Lover with Scott Valentine and had retroactive C&D for it. Like I never saw it as a kid, but like I loved it because of just what it was in the era. But it was just like little dumb things that just, I don't, like in Leprechaun, he uses magic. I feel like Rumpelstiltskin would use magic.
Yeah.
But like he knows how to drive like a big rig. And it's not like it'd be one thing if he like went, and like, you know, because he makes a comment about being a horseless chariot, which makes sense. But then he will say other things that makes it seem like he's very aware of the pop culture of the era. Well, and you're like,
look, man, you gotta like the T-800 didn't, you know, he could drive a big rig.
Yeah, but he was a cyborg that had been programmed. Yeah, I can justify that in my head. I can't justify how the hell Rumpelstiltskin knows how to drive. Like again, magic. Like if you'd gone and like a little weird 90s, you know, pre-CGI VFX magic sprinkles went across it, right?
Yeah.
I buy that. I don't buy that he like seemingly like, and he like figured out this horseless chariot and he like, And again, he's like, if he had spoken very old school the whole time, that fucketh me line would have been freaking hilarious. But because he doesn't do that, like I think
you can tell it's just that it was just for laughs.
It's like that kind of thing where I just like it just didn't work for me, man. And believe me, I wanted it.
Did you happen to check this? Seems like this is something that would be very like on Tubi or something. So
I probably should have done that first before I spent $50 on it.
Mom and Pop are gonna fire us because we're not not gonna rent this to you. We're gonna point
straight to the Leprechaun series.
With Warwick Davis. Go check out Tubi.
Or go to Tubi. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say it's probably that. I mean, unless you're a weirdo like me. I would say owning it. I don't think most people are going to want to own it. Unless, again, maybe you grew up with it. Maybe you are as weird about it as I am with Leprechaun. And more power to you. I want to be you.
But yeah, if Tiny Terrors is like your thing.
Yes.
You know?
And the other thing is, he's not that tiny. The guy was probably a little bit maybe below average height. But he's just kind of like hunched over. Mm-hmm. But he's not like Warwick Davis, you know, is a little person, so it makes sense. Like when you think about like a Munchies or Ghoulies or anything, like those are tiny, smaller. He's not that small. He's probably, if he was standing here, he's probably like, he's pretty,
in my mind, I always thought of him as
he should. I always thought Rumpelstiltskin, as being like a more like a gnome or a troll type figure. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there were certain things about it that I should have loved that I didn't.
Is there any nudity?
No, I don't think so. No,
it says no redeeming qualities.
There is a weird love scene that when you put two and two together, what happened is just weird. I don't want to give it away, but it's not. It's like it's one of those like cut to the cliche, the hands clasping, and then it dissolves, and it's like it's one of those. You know, you don't actually. Yeah,
sweet.
Believe me, my kids were disappointed. Everyone was disappointed. So Rumpelstiltskin, maybe a 2.5. It's like a 2.5 for me. Like, I don't think I'd be mad, but I would have been like.
I don't think I've seen this, so I'm not gonna throw a tape out on this one.
Yeah, I would say I would have gone to the grocery store. Yeah, where I rented it, the grocery store at that time, possible. That I would have rented it and gone back the next day and be like, can you guys something else, man? They'd be like, hey, man, Leprechaun. Okay, sure, good point. Rumpelstiltskin. That's where we are. Let us know in the comments below if Rumpelstiltskin is a favorite of yours, and please tell me who knows? Maybe we were watching this like 3 years and be like, what was wrong with me? That does happen. And I definitely want to watch the extras. So, I guess then Phantom Foundry Wax.
Yep. Check out my candle company, Phantom Foundry Wax Company. I do not have a Rumpelstiltskin.
I feel like you should, though.
Yeah, that would be something that I would have.
Yeah.
People would take.
Yeah.
I need to do like a little tiny
a leprechaun one. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
smells like Irish Spring.
Yeah, Irish Spring and bad luck. I don't know. Yeah. You're better with the snarky comments.
Yes, I am.
So check that out. The links will be in the show description below. And until we meet again here at the Mama Video Shop, remember our love of.
You ready for some highbrow? Totally gonna redeem this. Sorority Babes and the Slimeball Bolorama.
Never stops.
Speaking of tiny terrors with voices that don't match. Yeah, baby.
Mom and Pop.